The biggest journey we make in this life is not from one place to another. It's not even from one mindset to a better mindset. It's not from living by yourself to now finding love in your life, finding the family that you are going to build. It's not even living from poverty to abundance or from abundance to poverty. No. The biggest journey in your life is a journey that you make from the mind to the heart. Let me make that clear. The biggest journey that you make in your life is a journey that you make from your mind to your heart. This may sound poetic and airy-fairy, but let me clarify what I mean by that. Most of your life, or almost all of your life, you have been living in a state of thinking about your life and constructing mental concepts that is built on top of reality. So when you look at the sea, you don't experience the sea. You are projecting an image of the sea, a mental construct, but you don't experience the sea truly. But above all, when you are just living by yourself, by that I mean living with yourself, you never truly see yourself as yourself. You're always identified with these mental constructs of your name, your personality, your character, where you come from, all the stories you tell yourself. But as soon as you move from these mental noise, this mental chatter, to feeling yourself, feeling the currents of energy within yourself. Some people want to think of God as outside of themselves, or many criticize God as something that doesn't exist. And of course, I agree with them. God does not exist as an independent entity. But consider for a moment, if God is the current energy and consciousness, current awareness, current presence of life within you, and the only reason you don't see God is because you are stuck in thinking. And of course, thoughts can never find the source of the universe, because thought alone is detached from the source of thought, which is consciousness and energy. So consider that the best journey you can make to improve your life, to make a new life, as Yeshua has said, to be born again, is not a journey you make physically, mentally, or even emotionally. It's rather a journey that you make from thinking to living, from feeling. When you look at the world around you, look at the air, feel the air, see the other people around you, see yourself. But you don't build or project mental constructs, but you feel the world as it comes. And by that I mean there's a visceral feeling, sensations within your body, the currents of energy, and a current of life within you that is running through you at all times. And the more you are listening to these currents of energy within you, the more you are in tune with who you are. And truly, it is easier said than done. But the day that you can breathe that fresh air of your energy and your beingness, that is the day you're born again. And remember, you're not born again from flesh and blood. You're born again from breathing in a different air, from feeling a life, interacting with life in a dynamic way. That is not from thinking about what are you going to do tomorrow, what you need to do. In fact, there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing that is needing to be done. And from that place of feeling yourself, feeling life within you. It is not poetic, my friend. It is very practical. Feeling the very beingness and the energy of life within you. That is the natural thing to do. It is unnatural to be living in your thoughts, And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with thinking. There's nothing wrong with having thoughts. But only when you want to think. But when it's become a habit of addictive thinking, you're just living in your thought, it is truly living as a zombie. You're detached from life. Even though you're always connected with life, you have separated yourself from the source of life. So if you can just move from thinking to bring your attention and your awareness to your heart center, or just to your body. There's nothing you have to do. You don't have to exercise. Just bring your attention to your breath. And through the breath, connect with the energy within you. Connect with the presence within you. This presence and this energy within you does not speak in words. Ula kashiala ula takira un takahiria isiakiria. But it speaks in a language of feeling. And feeling is not emotion, my friend. Feeling is the currents of life that is running through you at all times. The currents of water that is running is similar to the currents of energy running through you. But it is not reacting. It is just flowing. And the more you can be in that flow of life, the more you unlock the joy of life. It is that simplicity. And believe me, I can give you multiple precepts to live by, and you should do this, you should do that. But these are just precepts of the mind. That's what Moses had to give 10 commandments to his people. And there were many commandments that he condensed to 10. But truly, the one commandment that Yeshua said, he said 2 commandments, but it actually is just one commandment. It's a commandment of love. And what it really means to be in love is to truly feel, listen with loving feeling. Listen and be lovingly with the currents of energy within you. These currents of energy within you are not yours. These are the currents of energy that some people call God. And yeah, it is more simpler than you expected it, because you don't have to search, you don't have to seek to find God in scripture, in anything. It is within you. And truly, you don't have to work hard for it. Just listen to the inner body, the vibrations, the tingling, the pulsation. And it is a sense that you can develop. And I've developed that over the past, I would say, 10 years, but especially over the past 7 years of my life. Now I can listen with a different consciousness. And I can feel the currents of life within me. And every day, the ego mind wants to get me stuck in thinking, but I just lovingly bring myself back to feeling life from within. You don't look at life from your eyes or from the 5 senses. No, because awareness and energy precede the 5 senses. Test this in your own experience. You are aware of your eyes. You're aware of the things you taste. You're aware of the things that you touch. I'm aware of the cold. Right? My awareness comes before all these 5 senses. I don't see the world through my eyes. I see the world through awareness. So if I look at the world from inside out, not outside in. See, the problem is we're going at life from outside in, and outside in is going from thinking, projection, to trying to find ourselves or trying to find God. No, if we go from inside out, we go to the source of life, which is consciousness or awareness. And then we are aware of life itself. When we feel life from within, then the outer world is going to make much more sense. You're going to be interacting with the outer world dynamically, which means that you're going to be feeling alive, not for the things you achieve, the things that you gain in life, the things you attain. No. You're going to live life joyfully just because of the beingness that you are. And just because this beingness comes with a sweetness of a certain flavor, that is the energy currents running through you. And once you taste that yumminess of your own energy, that is when you can escape this matrix of trying to find happiness, trying to find God, trying to find meaning in the outside. And at that point, you have traveled from the mind to the heart. And then your job is to abide in the heart, abide in the heart, and abide in the heart. As soon as you go back to the mind, when you don't need the mind, when you don't need the thinking, come back. Come back to your heart. Come back to the feeling of your body. Alright, have an amazing one. Ikia Tisia Ulia Shiria.